Kim, hang on, I'm just waiting for the computer to catch up with me. Please catch up with me. Okay. Yeah, I'm lagging, but hopefully I'll catch up. Okay. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you both. I'm Casey Christensen, and I am your Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, living in West Kelowna. And today it's kind of weird. It's another weird day in West Kelowna. I don't know where our summer is. I figured out that we moved here 1 year ago, and on this day 1 year ago, we were in the lake because it was so hot. So I don't know what's going on with our summer this year, but anyways, I'm sure it'll catch up. I've had a very exciting week. I started a new job, which I really like, and apparently I'm doing pretty good at. I had my daughter here for 2 days, so we had one night where we went out kind of pub crawling in downtown Kelowna, and if you haven't done that before, that's a lot of fun. There's so many different pubs to drop into, and places to eat, and places with live entertainment, and people singing on the street. It's really, really lovely. I had a very good time. Very good time. And then on Thursday, that was on Wednesday night, and then on Thursday, she came and stayed with us. So we went out to Summerland to the Dirty Laundry Winery, and that is an experience. I don't know if either of you have ever been there, but that's an experience. What a great winery that is. And we had an amazing pizza, and it's just been a great time. So she left this morning. Oh, sunny and warm, nice. It's not cold here. It's just iffy. You know what I mean? Like, I went out this morning and I wore a hoodie, and by the time I came back, I was taking the hoodie off. But not too bad. It's raining, but it rains at night, and it kind of tends to stop raining during the day, which is kind of the way you want it, right? So not complaining. It's been lovely out, and let's face it, the nicer it is outside, the worse I feel about being inside. So I don't mind these days. So today I want to have a play with you, and I think this set is going to take a few days play. This is a really fun set. I kind of bought it on a, oh, what the heck kind of an attitude. I don't have a lot of suitable things for kids, okay? And I'm not really one to go out and buy kitty type stamp sets or baby type stamp sets. So I thought this was one was fun because it's whimsical and fun, so it's good for any age, really. And because I'm feeling in a colorful mood, I thought, why not play with our in colors? So I have a little bit of my in color paper left here. As you can see, I've taken quite a bite out of it. I'm going to have to buy another one. But these are our in color papers. They're gorgeous. So there's several designs in here of paper. So I'm going to play a little bit with that. And this set is on page 37 of your catalog. And it's a really, really great die set. I think that I've told you before that when you're looking in the catalog and you see these die sets, if there's a cream colored outline behind the die set, it means that you not only have the Stampin' die, but you can cut them out into that shape. They're two-part dies, and I'll show you that. Well, let me show it to you now. They are two-part dies, so you can cut the inside and then go ahead and cut the outside of it. Look at these dies. They're just marvelous. So for these wings, for example, you get this die. Oh my goodness, that is stuck on there darn good. And you get this die. So it's a two-part die. So you could do it all on paper, you could do some stamping, whatever floats your boat. So I'm going to just really, really just jump in with both feet today. There's also this cute little thing here. I'm going to try this and show you what it does. Then there's a couple of very, very detailed butterflies that are kind of standalone. And then these ones all mix and match and go together. Okay? And then the die set. Oh, and also there's paper. I have these little flowers. I have these great little flowers here. They have fun flower resin shapes. I need to buy some more because I've used most of them up. They're adorable. And there's paper. I did not buy the paper. I should have. I really just missed it. I just missed it. That's all I can say. So, and I don't know. Sometimes Stampin' Up! Can be very clever. And they'll make their DSP in such a way that some of these stamps will cut out the shapes in the DSP. So I don't know if that's a fact with this one or not. I kind of hope it is because I think it's kind of a cool idea. But have a look at these stamps. Again, they're photopolymer stamps. So we're gonna transfer these onto here after we use them. But they're such fun stamps. You know I love polka dots. I absolutely love polka dots, yes. And so these are just some great shapes. And then there's all kinds of little, you know, making your own background kind of shapes. Like if you felt like your white cardstock was a little too stark, you can stamp some of these shapes. And the little trail, you've got a little trail here for the butterfly flying away. It leaves a little trail sometimes, like bees do. Sometimes you'll see a little trail. The sentiments are so glad you exist. Sending good vibes, which I think we're going to use today. All the love. You're my bestie. Because I do have a bestie or two, don't I? And hey, so let's crack on and play with this one, because I think this is a really fun set. And it's totally out of my, this is not a set that I would normally buy. I sort of stick to the classic type things. But then I saw this getting used on YouTube, and I just thought, oh, what the heck? Jump in and get something whimsical and fun. Why not, right? So we're going to start with a white card base. So let's just cut that first. And we're going to cut it the standard direction and size. So that's just going to be 5.5. Cutting my 11.5. And let me separate that because I don't want to mix up my thin paper with my thick paper. I have a bad habit of doing that. And then sometimes I can't tell the difference. Okay, by 4.25. So I'm going to start with a white cardstock, just because I think it will look really good. Okay, now this card's not going to be too terribly intense. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the card base itself. I'm more interested in playing with these and maybe trying a couple of shapes that we're not even going to use today, just to see them, you know, just to see what they look like. So here's my card base. And I'm going to choose 2 colors. Of course, this color, because it's my favorite. So I'm going to choose that color, and then I think probably this one. I do tend to go with that blue and green. I should jump outside of the box and try the other colors, but what the heck, this is what I'm doing today. Okay, now I don't even know if I'm going to need the cardstock. I did get out all my in-color cardstock, just because you don't know what your, well, yeah, that's the thing. It's a butterfly or bee trail. You could use it for either. So they're kind of, you can mix and match your stamp sets and use things for different things. But I'm always a big fan of things that constitute a little bit of background. Like sometimes there'll be a corner of the card, and we'll do it today. Sometimes there'll be a corner of the card that's too white. It's just too stark. And that's a great place to use some of these little accenty type deals here. So let's just make a quick and dirty card base. And for that, I'm going to use my US and Canada standard card layering, and that's a little table that I have on my Instagram page that you can print if you like. I'm going to use the American size. So my card is 4.5 by 5.5, 4.25 by 5.5. So my layer 1, which I think should be the blue, yes, my layer 1 is going to be 4 by 5.25. So let's do that. So I'm trying to figure out in my head how I'm going to balance my new work life and my cards, because I'm not always going to be available at 4 o'clock anymore, because most of my shifts are like 11 to 3. I can manage it if I come straight home, but a lot of my shifts are 11 to 5. And so, and I've even got 1 or 2, they're 12 to 7. No, something like that. I can't remember. So my third layer, this would be layer 2 on the chart, is 3 3/4. This is second layer, sorry. I thought of this one as the first. So layer number 1 is my blue, layer number 2 is my green. 3 3/4 by 5. And this might already be cut to that. Oh, not quite, not quite. There we go. Keep all these little strips, because you know we can put those to good use. Every once in a while I'll get a buildup of those little strips, and then I'll just do a demo and show you what I'm doing with them. So, if you are a person, an A personality person, this card might make you a little crazy, but that's okay. I am an A personality, so that's why every once in a while I need to do something like this, just because. you know, just because. I'm going to angle this a little bit. Now, there isn't very much white showing, so I won't go ahead and use any of these background things. I think it would not look as good when there's only a tiny little sliver of white showing. And of course, you could have made, this is quite nice too, but I think I like the darker. You could have made these pieces a little smaller, but I don't like very much white showing. I never have. I'm not a big fan of a ton of white on the outside. It even, you know, even when you're fussy cutting, it took me a long time to come around to fussy cutting with a little bit of white on the outside, but I do agree that it looks nicer. I do. I used to fussy cut tight to the ink, and I don't anymore. I kind of like the thing. So this is as angled as you can make it, which isn't very much without going off the edge of the card, okay? Up to the top there, down to the bottom there, and down to the bottom there. Okay, so there's my first layer. And the paper, although I love the paper, it's not the feature of this card. The butterflies are. So the paper is kind of secondary. But, let's see. Should we maybe do this? Or should we maybe... Okay, see, this is what I do. When I kind of jump in with both feet, I have a tendency to kind of go crazy. Should I stick with the blue or should I do some red? I do like the red. The red is pretty. What do you think? Blue and green or blue and red? Tough decision. Always decisions. Blue and turquoise I don't think would look very good. Oh, I've already cut it. I'll stick to the oh, I cut it, but then I lost it. There it is. Yeah, I'm going to stick to the two polka dots. I like the red too. I don't know. But I do want to do both polka dots, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do the green this time. I'm going to be working with these for a while. So I have quite a few ideas floating around in my head. So now we're just going to place that one like so. So we have a little bit of each. Now, for those of you who like to really paper conserve, I'm not going to do it because I've already put my piece down. But you know, you have your rectangle dies and whatnot, right? Nothing says that you can't take, let's see if I can find mine. Let me just look here. Oh, how about that? They are not where they belong. Here we go. So if you really wanted to conserve paper, and actually in a way, I kind of think you should. I just didn't do it. I just kind of forgot. So there's no reason you couldn't take a rectangle die, for example, maybe this one, and you could have cut that rectangle out of this piece because you're only covering it up, right? So why not take that piece out, set it aside. I put it in the bag with my other paper of the same sort, and then you have this piece to use on something different rather than gluing the paper. I do love the blue and green. I really do. That's why I kind of, and I don't know. I'm stuck on the blue and green right now. But you see that? Because then I should have done it. I just glued it down before I thought of it. But then you're saving that paper. Okay? So think about that. When you're going to almost cover up the entire piece like I am here, right? There's going to be next to nothing of this showing, but it's still going to be really effective. So do that when you can, right? And you just sort of want to center that green as it works on the card front. So the dirty laundry, it has quite a history. It's a fellow that came to the Okanagan during the time of the building the railroads, and he saw a need, and so he opened up a laundry. And it wasn't very long after he saw the need for a laundry, he saw another need, and so he opened up a brothel. So it was a laundry on the bottom and a brothel on the top. It's kind of a unique history. So, but it's really a cool place to visit. They make absolutely fabulous pizza. And see, there's my card front, and that's going to get all zhuzhed up with butterflies and whatnot. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, so pretty unique story. There's a lot of history there. The wines were very, very good. The pizza was fabulous. And so this die set is user-friendly to the mini. Okay, so we can use our mini. I may or may not use the mini for the whole thing. Sometimes it's nice to have that magnetic plate. while I'm still able to use it, while it's still working for me. Okay, so what we're going to start with is I'm just going to cut a couple of bodies, okay? I'm going to cut 2 bodies, and then we're going to do some stamping. I just need a couple of bodies. Where's my skizzers? Yeah, it's a pretty neat history, hey? So they do wine tasting and beer tasting. And my husband's more of a beer person. My daughter and I are more wine people. I'm either, actually. I don't mind a nice beer as long as it's good and cold. But we didn't realize about the beer tasting until we were leaving, and we couldn't stay any longer because my husband had a bank appointment. So next time we'll try the beer tasting and see what that's all about. But the pizza was amazing. It really was. So I'm just going to cut one of each size. Don't know what I need yet. But, oh, that wasn't very smart. One of each size. And I have told you, I know I've told you several times, but for the people who may catch me on the replay at YouTube or wherever, I've been storing my plates inside my machine. Like I roll them in halfway like this, and I leave them in the machine overnight, and when I'm not using the machine. Because I have room to. I mean, there are people who are having to fold up their embossing machines because they slide into a space. I have a little extra room here, not a lot, but a little. So, but I have found my plates aren't nearly as warped as they were before. I don't know if you can see that. That's not bad. This plate before would have held water. Okay, not much water, but a little bit of water. It won't now. So that's a pretty smart idea. So just tuck them in there when you've finished your stamping. So I've got both my machines, my big one and my little one. I'm doing that now. And I think it's going to save me a lot in replacement plates. So I was just about at the point that I was going to bust out my new plates. But now I've got these to a point where I think that they're pretty straight. I'm going to get some more life out of them. And of course, if they're straightening, they're less liable to crack and break then too, aren't they? Okay, so now we have a couple of bodies over here. Let's get ourselves some paper to stamp on. So we're going to need, that's the thick one. I don't want to use the thick one. We're going to need a little bit of white here. This is just the basic white, not thick. Don't need to use the thick for this. And let's get ourselves some blocks. And what would I like to do? Okay, I didn't put these on there yet, so I need to kind of have a look at them. I think I'm going to do one of each just because I want to see them. Okay, so we'll do one of each. And I'm just going to put one on each side of my blocks just to, you know, kind of save time a little bit. Whatever fits anyways. These big ones won't fit, so I'll do these ones first. And I'm gonna do let's do a sweet sorbet because it's such a lovely color. And I'm gonna need my cleaning tool out here, aren't I? And get some spray on it so I can keep things nice and clean. So let's get that prepared. Look at me all organized and stuff. Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, so let's get some ink on here. Oh, this is going to be pretty. It's yummy. It's yummy, yummy, yummy. And of course your, well, I got that really fast. Normally if you use red ink on a poly, you know what I mean, the poly stamps, they immediately go pink. But I got this one so fast it didn't. So maybe there's a lesson for you. Try and get it super duper fast. I'm not going to use all these butterflies. I just want to show them to you. I just want to show you the different kinds. So here's my parakeet party, parade, parakeet party. Parakeet party. I want to leave myself room to cut them. Oh, these are cute. I think the in colors are perfect for these. I think they're just great. Now I can put them back on my, having washed them, I can put them back on my thing, how they belong. Let's try this one. Oh, I got a little ink on my paper. Let's be sure and not stamp on that. Oh, you did. Is it cute? Look at these, you guys. They're so pretty, right? There's another polka dot one here. I like the shape of this one. This one has a little bit of a lacy shape to my way of thinking. Let's do, I'm not going to do a starry sky one because it's just a navy blue feel to it, but I'm going to do this one. Oh, I'm really liking these. Who knew? It's cute, isn't it, Dorothy? And it's so much fun. I've got, my brain is swimming. That doesn't happen to me a lot. Sometimes when I get a stamp set, it's like, oh, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and I can do this. This one's got my brain going. It's almost like, it's like ADD, right? My brain is thinking of too many things at one time. I'm going to do another red one because I like the red one so much. Yes. I really like the red. So maybe I'm glad I didn't do red on the front of the card because I'm going to do the red for the butterflies. Yes. And you also have the option here. You can also stamp your bodies, right? I just decided I would do them as solid pieces. Now this one did go pink right away. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it did a little bit. You can see on the well, it's on the plastic here a little bit. It's slightly pink. Very slightly. And then let's do this little tiny one because I don't know what it is. I want to see what it is. Huh. How about that? Okay, look at those cute guys. Right? Oh, things are falling down. Things are falling down. Go away. Okay. There we are. Great for birthday invitations. Great for everything. I mean, how about stamping a butterfly on the outside of an envelope when you send it? How about stamping a butterfly on the outside of an envelope that's to pay a bill? Just to give someone a little smile that day because all they do is collect people's money for bills. I think that would be fun. All right, so let's have a look here and see what we're going to do. So, with these ones, we're going to use the outsides. And yes, I am going to use my magnetic plate here. So bear with me. I'm going to use the plate and my bigger machine because I want to see how many I can cut out at one time. Okay, that's always cool. That always makes me happy when I can cut more than one out at a time. So, there's one. Nope. That one. Okay. That one. There it is. Look at that. You can cut them all out, I think. I rather like when that happens. I do. I rather like that you can cut them all out. There. Now, do we have little babies? Yes, we do. Yes, we can cut them all. Look at that. Little baby one there. Oh. So I'm really liking my job. I was absolutely terrified on the last day. Apparently I tested very well. I did 3 days of training with way too many exams. If you ask me, I'm too old for that crap. But anyways, I tested very well on the exams. And the first day they said, the third day I finished my training and they said, yeah, I do too, Kim. I said, they said, okay, well, you did really good in your training, you passed, you're hired, we're going to throw you on cash. And my chest just went, oh my God, really? Because, you know, I owned my own business and I had my own cash system, but I haven't seen a cash system in 12, 14 years. So I was quite intimidated by that process. However, it's so easy. It's way easier than my system ever was. It's very, very cool. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Where are my plates? I buried them. Big surprise. All right. Let's run these through. I never know if I need to, but I always give it a run through and then I run it through again backwards. Like, you know, I run it forward and then I run it backwards. I don't know if you need to. It's just what I do. Gotten so used to doing it. It's what I do. Okay, look at these guys. Oh, these are so cute. I am loving these. Okay, and then now it's just a matter of mix and match. Oh, you know what I did though? Oh, it's okay. No, I want to do it again. See these two? It didn't occur to me that these two go together. Right? They go together. So I need a turquoise one or something. Yeah, I need a turquoise one. I'm gonna stamp another one. I think I've got some room right about here because I don't want to have the two colors together. That won't look as good. It's this one here. Let's give it another go. No, I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'll do it in turquoise. Yeah, so pay attention to that. Pay attention to what's going where. Okay, if I understand correctly, I think we're going to get 3 butterflies out of this, which is just perfect. So let's get that little stamp back. And I'll pop that back on the machine. Okay. So a lot of the days I work, I don't work until 11. And a couple, I think I don't even work till noon. The nice thing is that my store, yeah, I only made 2 bodies. I'll have to make another. I don't know if we're going to use them all though. It might be a little crowded. Let's wait and see. Let's make our butterflies that we have and wait and see if we need another body, because that's easy peasy. I can just pop that out. No sweat. So I was thinking that maybe I might be able to do lives in the morning, even if you can't watch them. The important thing is, for me anyways, is I do get a lot of views on YouTube. A lot of views on YouTube. You know, because someone gets a new stamp set and they're like I do, right? Oh, best butterflies. What can I do with that? I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to look for a video so that I can see what to do with that. So I do get a lot of watchers outside of my lives, and so it's important for me to keep them up. So I might be doing lives the odd time in the morning so that I can, you know, I'm trying to get, you know, 3 to 4 of them out per day or per week. So let's get my silicone craft sheet, which by the way is in bad need of a wash, obviously, because we're going to do some gluing. I got my glue and I got my bodies. Here's my bodies. Was there a baby body? Oh, you know what? The baby body is a stamper. Look, it's a stamper. All right, we need to do I think. Oh, no, that's it. That's it. You don't have to stamp the baby body. All right, so let's figure out our bodies. So we've got this one and this one we know for sure, because that's the one I just recut. So we got that guy with I'm confused. Help me. Oh, there we go. Is that right? Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's the way it's supposed to go. Sure. All right, so I'm just going to pop a little glue on there. I won't pop these up because I'm going to pop them up when I put them on the card. So I'll put a little glue right in the center there. Come on out. And just put it far enough down that you can still see the antennae. And then this little guy. Oh, sorry about my hair. My brother-in-law was giving me a hard time at camping because I refused to color my hair. Okay. You would love the morning, Kim? Okay. Okay. Well, the other thing is there's always the replay, right? So, I don't know. Let's see this. I'm just looking, I just want to refer to the catalog here. Yeah, there's really no right or wrong way to put these butterflies together, right? They go together in all different ways. So it's whatever floats your boat, right? So, and these are the stamped butterflies. I think that I think I'll stay on the butterflies for a little while if that's okay with you, because I think I would like to explore the different options of the dies as opposed to the stamping and all that kind of thing. And I guess maybe I'll do this one. No, maybe I'll do this one. Yes, I like that. I like that quite a lot. Okay. Cute. What the heck, since we're already here, let's make this other butterfly. I'll just quickly punch out another another body. I think it's a big one I need. So let's just do that. Is that a big one? Yeah, I think it's a big one. Okay, and you'll see again, I have drawn around all my dies for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's like a road map. If you take them off there without drawing around them, you're never going to know how they go back on, so that you can fit all of them on there, right? And it also reminds you that you're missing one. If you don't see all those spaces taken up, you're missing one, which you don't want to be doing. As I keep them all in the general vicinity of where they belong. And I'll keep that spare because it'll come in handy. And then we'll just see what we're going to use. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to use because we need room for a sentiment as well. But let's just play with this and see what we get. So, from what I can see in some of the pictures I've seen, the wings are used this way, and in some of the pictures I've seen, the wings are used that way. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do. I think I'm going with this because it leaves me more room for the red bit on the bottom. So I'm going to go with that. And then this one. I do love these colors. Aren't they pretty? I need to get that paper though. I think I want to have that butterfly paper. It'll be nice if the butterfly is cut out of the butterfly paper, but the bottom line is I'm usually a fan of the B side of the paper anyway, and all of those B sides look like pretty good colors and look at this. So the colors used in here is Calypso Coral. These are all favorites of mine, okay? Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Parakeet Party, Starry Sky, and Fresh Freesia. So these are all great colors, and the subtle side is probably more to my liking, but it's bright and colorful paper, and I do really love the butterflies. So there you have it. Okay, let's have a look at our card and see what we want to do here. So look at that on the card. Pretty? I don't know. I may only want to use the two big butterflies and then a sentiment. I'm not sure. Sentiment-wise, what should we do for sentiment? Let's look on here. Oh yes, we were going to do sending good vibes. Let's stamp that out. Right, it's still on the paper here. Sending good vibes. Okay, let's get that in my long block. And I'm going to stamp that. I'm going to stamp that in the starry sky, because you know I do like a darker colored sentiment. Every once in a while I'll get brave and decide, oh, okay, let's make the sentiment in red, or let's make the sentiment in yellow, and I'm never really that happy. Where is it midnight? Oh, it's like midnight for you. I get that. I get that. So let's do this. Oh, without getting your thumb in it would be best. I gave myself a little tiny bit of room here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a really nice font. It's kind of thick, and it's really, really nice. I like that quite a bit. And sending good vibes is for anything, really. Sending good vibes for your birthday, for your anniversary, for whatever. Anything. Anything at all. That's what I like. I like it when a card... it's not that often that I will make a happy birthday card per se. I just like to make beautiful cards. And then I have a couple of stamps that the inside I can go ahead and say happy birthday on the inside. So, all right. So what am I going to do with this? Let me think. Let me think what I want to do. I think I'm just going to cut it like so and maybe flag it. Just try and line that up on your whatever rulers you have access to for your wording. And then, see, this is a bigger sentiment than I had in mind, but we'll see how it looks. I do want to flag it, so I'm going to leave myself a little room for that. Maybe half an inch or so. And then I'll just take my scissors and give it a one of those and a one of those, and just give it a little bit of character, right? All right, let's see what we got. Let's just see what we got. So I got my sending good vibes, and I don't know whether I want to do, maybe kind of like that and that. And we'll see about the little one. Let's just do these for now, and I'm going to put them up on dimensionals, of course, because they're big, beautiful butterflies, and they need to be front and center. So I'm just going to put one in the center, or two in the center on each one, okay? I'm still thinking. This one I think I know. I have a funny thing about me, and why I'm still thinking is my paper right here is green and my wings are green. So I'm trying to decide whether I like that or not. Oh, you're with your daughter, Dorothy. You visiting? There's my one butterfly. What about yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so let's put this butterfly kind of low. but not off the card. And then we can do this. Yes, I quite like that. I don't know about that third butterfly. I think maybe we don't need it. I'm thinking maybe it's not necessary. So we'll pop up our sentiment here. And I'm going to use 3 dimensionals. Oh, your daughter's in your profile pic. I see. We had so much fun. You know, I have not done something like that, you know, just downtown wander. Of course, well, I really wouldn't have done that in North Vancouver, or in Vancouver. I really wouldn't have done a downtown wander. I was kind of thinking of that. I'm going to do this first and see what we come up with. But I do kind of like this. But it's like downtown Kelowna. It's like it's meant for that. It's like it's meant for you to go downtown and wander around and check out all the shops and stuff. I don't know. Do you think it's too much? Maybe on the inside. Is that what you said, Dorothy, on the inside? Because I'm thinking that's probably a good idea. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him on the inside, but I don't think I'll bump him up. Yeah, I think I'll just glue him. And I'm just going to glue him down his middle. That's really cute. I'm liking this quite a bit. So let's see, do we want flowers or do we want dots? Yeah, so it's almost like all the stores roll out onto their sidewalks, right? Thank you, Dorothy. It's like all the stores roll out onto their sidewalks. So it's like there's music, there's different bars. We went to a craft beer place, and my favorite beer, you've probably never heard of it, but my favorite beer is made in Sorrento, where I go for my card making retreats. It's made in Sorrento, and it's Cranell Breweries, and the beer is called Backhand of God, and it is the best beer I've ever tasted in my life. And this particular, craft brewery that we went to makes it. So that's what I had. I had a Backhand of God. Then we went for this barbecue place where they bring you out a cookie sheet full of, I think there were 6 different kinds of meats, cornbread, baked beans, just an old-fashioned, barbecue situation. It was really, really good. Although we did bring along a lot home. It was big. Okay, so maybe flowers. Do we like the flowers? Which flower, Kimmy? Flower bling or dot bling? I don't have a lot of flowers left, but I can still use, or can I use them? There's only 2 of the, well, what am I saying? I can use whatever colors I want to. But, let's see. Or dots. Maybe dots would be better, just because they are the in colors. The bling is not in colors, and the dots are in colors. And I've used in color paper. So, okay. So let's do one of these. Let's do a dark one. And a little guy. And then the same down here, we'll do a red one. Oh, no, I don't like that red one. Come off tidily. There we are. There we go. There's darker red ones. I like the darker red ones. And I'm just going to repeat the design somewhat. I like it. I think it works. Cute. Do you like that? The thing with the flowers, Kim, is they're not in colors. So the only flower I could really use on this card, keeping with the theme of things, is the blue one. Which isn't really one of the in colors either, but at least it's closer. But I do like the little dots. I like the feel of the little dots. And then I got my little butterfly inside. Okay. I like that very much. That's a fun set. Should we look at some other things and see what they do, just for fun? Let's get some other, I'm just going to get my scrap bag out. because I've got all kinds of paper in here. And I'm going to get my scrap bag out, and I'm just going to cut some things to show you what things look like. And that'll be good for me, too, to have a reference point. But let's start with this big, beautiful thing here and see what it does. I just think it's fun to throw something in there and see what we get with it. And then, of course, I will do this. I will repeat this this stamp set, because then you can cut these out in paper and then cut white to go on top, which looks really cool too. I saw that, but we'll try that. I need to play with it a little bit more myself too, and figure out just how everything works. But let's have a look at this beautiful butterfly here and see what we get. I'm doing it in the red just because I think it's a good color to show it off. I don't know that I would actually do a red butterfly, but let's see what it looks like. And this one's going to have lots of picking, I think. I think we'll be picking stuff out of this one. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, look at this. Okay. That's pretty. I mean, you could do that in lots and lots of picking. You could do that in a DSP. You could do it in white and put it over top of a colored piece of paper. There isn't a die to cut out your colored piece of paper, but this would not be hard to cut around. So if you took this as it is and then glued it down on top of something, I'll show you in a second, it would be easy to cut around. Not the antennae, but you could certainly cut around this portion here and get a nice, sort of a nice two-part butterfly. This is pretty. Okay, there we go. The picky parts. And I just vacuumed my room, so I'm going to try hard not to get any of those picky parts on the floor here. So let's look at this, and then look, it's like let's put something behind it. See that? Or you could do like yellow behind it, would look pretty cool, I think. Any number of colors. There's all kinds of colors that you might choose that you could put in behind there, just to make a beautiful butterfly look. Okay, I just think it's gorgeous. Okay, so that's that one. There's another kind of intense one here. Let's look at this. Oh, come on. These are really stuck down. Oh my goodness. That was a workout. Okay, let's cut a little piece here. And I'm just using my scrappy bits. This is a nice bright color. Got to get those bits off, otherwise they're going to dent your paper, okay? You need to make sure you're clean when you start a new one. So let's look and see what this little guy looks like, because I think he's going to be pretty cute too. Oh, he moved on me. I hate it when that happens. So let's have a look at him. Or her. It might be a girl butterfly. This is crushed curry. It's crushed curry. It's one of my favorite colors. It really is. It's way beyond yellow. It's not quite orange. It's just a really vibrant kind of color. I do like it. And yet the red was the sweet sorbet. Oh. Oh yes, these are really nice. This guy's got the cutouts at the top here, but all of this is stitch marks, like quilting. Aren't they cute? I love these. Look. I just love them. Okay, so let's try something else. If I were to cut out, I'm just experimenting here, so bear with me. If I were to cut out that the right shape on there? I don't think it is. Is it this one? Yes. So I'm going to cut this out of, well, I'll do this. I'll do this. I'm going to cut that shape out of this. I'm just experimenting. I can't even process in my brain if this is going to do what I think it's going to do. But you're only going to learn from trying, right? You're not going to learn anything if you don't jump in and try it. And heck, it's only paper. It's only paper. All right, so I've got this shape here. Now I'm going to take the shape that coordinates with it. I might have this backwards, but I think I know what it's going to do. So I'm going to take, I think I want to take white here. I'm going to use this piece. I'll put this on another piece to show you. I'm going to use this little piece here. And I'm only doing half a butterfly at the moment, just to show you. You can imagine what it'll look like with the second half on there. I don't even know if this is going to do what I think it's going to do. I have a funny feeling that maybe not. I know what I want to do. I'm just not sure how to get there. Look at you being brave. That's right, Kim. It takes a little while. Okay, so it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. You know, this is kind of the look I was looking for. But then I think I have to use... I know. Hang on. Hang on a minute. I know what I have to do. Okay, I've seen this before. Okay, let's clean those dots off. Hopefully not onto my carpet. And I'm going to washi tape this. This is what I think I have to do. I think I have to put this piece on, okay, on the white. Set that aside so I don't lose it. I think I have to put this piece on the white, and then, I could be dead wrong, this piece on top of it maybe. Don't you love trial and error? I do. It's kind of neat. See what you can come up with. See what you can manage. And we'll try this now and see if this is going to give me what I was hoping to get. I'm going to give it 2 just because. Now let's see what I get. Could be completely... Okay, yep, that's it. Okay, so you're going to cut one out of your colored cardstock with these 2-part dies. You're going to cut one out of your colored cardstock. And then you're going to put both those dies together, washi tape them so they don't move. And you'll get this, okay? So then this goes on top of this, and look at that. That is cool. I love that. I love that. So let's do the bottom half. What would be the bottom half of this one? Well, it'll be whatever I want it to be, right? Am I right? So let's do the, what did I do? I'm trying to rethink this. Hang on. Does this one work on here too? Yes, it's the same one. So let's do it out of red. So first we're going to cut one of these. I just want to show you a whole butterfly. Well, I won't have the body done because I don't, I've only got a minute or 2. But here we go. So we'll cut a red one of just wings, the outline of the wings. Okay, so there's my outline of my wings right there. Now I'm going to get another piece of red. No, not red. A piece of white. I love how I confuse myself. And now I'm going to put down this and this together, which is a different one. Okay? Okay, so let's tape down that one first. I absolutely need washi tape to do this. I just know that I will move them. Unless you've got the magnetic sheet, which I don't want to use right now. I'm kind of enjoying using my little machine. There we go. And then get the next one. And run that through, and we should get a butterfly. That's so cute. Now, if you wanted to, because like I said, today we're on the fly. If you wanted to, a nice pre-thought would have been to cut the white pieces with the adhesive sheet on the back, okay? And then you don't have to glue them down. Not that it's a problem gluing them down, and in fact, I even thought, what if you glued down just the center and gave this a little, just a little tiny bit of a curl up? Not a lot, just a little bit, so that it's not totally flat against the thing, right? I think that would look pretty cool too. Yeah, so look at this. Cute. Oh, I really like this. And actually, I'm not going to glue it all the way down. I'm just going to put some glue right here. Look at the mess I just made. I was doing so good. I'm just going to put some glue right here. And I'm just going to stick it down. That way you've got the room to go around it and hold it to make sure it is going to be where it belongs. Oh, what the heck. Let's make a body. Shall we make a body? Let's make a body. I want to put this little puppy together. A little bit of glue wherever you can manage it here on this one. A little bit smaller to glue. Yeah. I love it. Give that one a little shove down. Let's make a body. I have this little piece here. I think that's a big body. Oh, I hope I can fit a big body on here. I might not be able to. Nope, I can't. Here's another piece. It's okie dokie, there's always more. Body. Oh, I'm so glad I got this set. I'm so glad. I'm really, really jazzed about it. I think it's so much fun. There's so many things you can do. I don't think you're going to get bored with it very quickly, which is a good thing because sometimes I have a tendency to do that. Well, not bored. It just means I have to put it away and go back to it another time. You know, that kind of thing. So let's get our glue. So cute, isn't it? Now I kind of feel like this one wants a little something something right there, but I can't think for the life of me at this very moment what that would be. I want to put something on that little blank space there, but look at that. How cute is that? I just love it. I really, really love it. So we've got, let's get my piece of paper out so you can see. We've done a little experimenting here. So we've got this kind of, we've got these butterflies, okay, stamped. Then we've got this kind of butterfly, and we have these lacy butterflies, which I'm going to try putting a piece of paper in behind them and fussy cutting around the wings and seeing what I can do with those. Because I think those are very, very pretty. In fact, I think I saw a card using this one with a really pretty kind of floral a floor, let's see, maybe something similar to this behind it. A little florally paper behind it. I don't know, but I'm going to play with it and find out. So I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. It was lots of fun. I am going to play with it again. I think I owe it a few goes to try and do some different things, and I'll look up and see what everyone else is doing with it. That's always fun. So I've got my pretty card sending good vibes, and when I decide who I'm sending it to, I'm just going to put my sentiment there. So thank you very much for joining me. I love seeing you, and it just sort of makes my day when I come on to do a live and there's someone there, because it just makes it much more fun when you're actually talking to a human. And my favorite humans at that. So there you go, my loyal fans. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time tomorrow. I can't remember what I work tomorrow. All I can tell you is keep an eye on your notifications, and it won't be the sort of thing that I'm going to post in the morning that I'm going to be on at a certain time on my work days. It'll be the kind of thing that I'm going to say post live in 30 minutes. If you can join me, great. If you can't, you can catch me later. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, both of you. Bye for now. Well, that was too much fun.